Hello, my name is Brian Lawrence, and this is Lowe's Growth Today. This show is to discuss what happens to Lowe's Growth and beyond. For our first story, we have Ryan the Best.
Thank you, Brianna. Today I have interviewed Mr. Smith, who handles electives. I asked him a few questions about the importance of electives in middle school and how students view them. He says that electives are just as important as core classes because when you get into high school, you get a grade point average, GPA. GPAs are when all of your grades from all of your classes are averaged into a 4-point scale. Mr. Smith also said that electives allow students to be free and creative, to do as they please and learn unique things that they wouldn't learn in core classes. I also asked Mr. Smith about common myths about electives, and he said that three common myths are that electives are not important, they are not real classes, and that they are the easiest class. And now, I have some questions for all of you. Why do you think people never took electives seriously?
I think no one took electives seriously because they're usually, or they never are, core classes or classes that really count on your grade in order for you to pass. And sometimes kids don't get like the elective they want because all the seats are filled.
They probably take priority of their core classes because that's what might be important to them.
But they get to pick their elective that they like best. So you would guess that they would enjoy doing the elective since it's the thing they enjoy most out of all of the electives available.
But see, that's what I said. Imagine that they didn't get their elective because all the seats were filled already.
And I have one more question. Why do you think people don't do well in them?
They don't go to them.
It might
Or
be what I said. It might be what I said that they take priority of their core classes and they might not care at all for their electives. So they might either skip or purposefully fail and not try.
same thing, but or maybe it's like they get the elective they don't want.
And like Mr. Smith said, people really underestimate how hard electives are. They just think it's easy, but when they actually get into elective, it's kind of hard for them to catch up.
Thank you, Ryan. And for our next story, we have Joseph Guerra.
Thank you, Brianna. My topic is about a person who works behind the scenes in a school named Mr. Harris, and I asked him a few questions. First question was, to anybody who doesn't know who he is, please tell them. And the next question was, what exactly do you guys help to do to run the school? His response was, he said, "Hello, I am James A. Harris, and I currently serve as the Dean of Students at Lowe's Grove Middle School, and I served in this capacity since January of 2020. I know I'm unfamiliar face to many students because shortly after my arrival, we had to depart because of the pandemic. Some of my duties I have as the Dean of Students entails with working with the school administrators, school counselors, and others to support in personnel and developing programs and activities that will enhance learning opportunities and the social well-being of the students. And he will also be listening ear to students regarding their academic, social, or other issues they wish to share. He shares the responsibility of working with community partners to bridge the gap between school and the community to help foster a better understanding of how each group role is important to the success of our students. Now, my first question is, what do you think a dean of students should do in order to have a healthy balance or a healthy connection with his students?
An important thing to do when you're a dean of students is to know what the students in the school want, so you can have a solution to every problem that fits everyone's needs.
Communication is definitely a big factor in being a dean of students, and I do appreciate what he's doing and what he has done so far.
Now, what do you guys think about him helping in things like FFA, ROTC, or any other clubs or things like that? What do you think he can do in those settings?
I think it can make the experience better knowing what the students want in the clubs. And I think the school could be really better with him getting more involved in clubs since he knows what the students wants.
And last question, if we were ever able to make our own clubs, what do you think they should be?
I think that they should have tutor clubs to help other students.
If I could make a club, I would make a next gen club where we experiment with all the new prototypes for the next generation,
What kind of prototypes, though?
like new technology, like self-driving cars and electricity and green energy.
Hmm. I think it would be good to make a computer class, because other than video games, what else do kids know what to do on computers?
Coding is something that's becoming more prominent for new jobs and for new people who want to look for jobs. So a computer class would be really important if we want to survive in the new world we have.
Thank you, Joseph. And for our next grade, we have Oliver.
Hello, Brianna, and hello, others. Our next story isn't so much about the school, but about what gives it life. Unfortunately, one of the students that gives Lowe's Grove life, he has sadly lost his own. The 7th grade is going to celebrate the existence of 12-year-old Tyvian Jameer McLean, who sadly passed away. The administrative staff and support staff were happy for the opportunity to commemorate, observe, and honor the vibrant life of Tyvian McLean by presenting to his mother a proclamation plaque on the 18th of November that honors his life forever at Lowe's Grove Middle School. There will also be a plaque at Lowe's Grove, which will serve as a reminder that this brilliant student was here. Ms. Richardson, Ms. Faison Johnson, and Mr. Hamer have put together an award called the Tyvian McLean's Student on the Move Award, which will be presented to students who are personable, who demonstrate creativity, and who display a passion for academics. I'd like to thank the Lowe's Grove staff for being helpful and supportive of Tyvian's family during this tough time for them. Thank you.
Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.